Welcome back everyone to another episode of The Road Chose Me. Here we are heading up into far north Queensland, and our very first thing to tackle is the CREB Track. Right off the bat, we have to cross the Daintree River, and if there's any doubt that there are snapping handbags in this river, let me show you some footage that I took yesterday, just a few kilometers downstream. So without a doubt, we've got some crocs to contend with. This track should be muddy. This track's got some really steep climbs and descents. Here we go up into far north Queensland to Cape York. I have dreamed about this my entire life. Let's go for it. So we're just about to get underway here on the CREB Track, and some people would tell you that there's really one vehicle that's the best choice for Australia. And I'm just going to show you the vehicles that we're in convoy with today for this track, and I'll let you make up your own mind about which vehicle people drive around Australia. So here we've got a LandCruiser Troop Carrier 4.5 litre turbo diesel V8. We've got some sort of Jeep, I don't know. We've got turbo diesel LandCruiser 4.5 litre V8. We've got turbo diesel LandCruiser 4.5 litre V8. We've got turbo diesel LandCruiser 4.5 litre V8. And you might even notice all the colours too. You guys probably don't know this, they only come in two colours in Australia. You can only get white and tan. And so it looks like tan is winning the day today. And that Jeep, I don't know, some sort of imposter. We'll see how it goes, eh? CREB Track, let's go for it. So we've just stopped here on the side of the river just for a little chat, and we've bumped into some other guys in a patrol. You can see this trap is epic. We're all just grinning from ear to ear. It really feels like Jurassic Park in here. And yesterday when we did our croc tour, the guy was telling us the forest where we are, this Daintree National Park, it's UNESCO listed because the forest in here, it's about 30 to 50 million years old, and there's trees growing in here that don't grow anywhere else in the world. These are like the precursors to trees and plants that are all around the world that went extinct everywhere else, but for some reason here in this little bit of Australia, they stayed. And so this really is like Jurassic Park. It really is like going back in time, and researchers come here and check it all out. And down here in the valley, it's 30 to 50 million years. Up, if you go to the top of the mountains, 1,400 meters up, they say it's about 100 to 130 million years going back in time. And so yeah, they're studying all the plants and all the trees and everything that grow here, and they don't grow anywhere else on Earth. That's part of the reason this Daintree rainforest is so incredible. And being in here and exploring like this, it's amazing having all these vehicles. This is a lot of fun. Turbo diesel for the win. So Josh has been volunteering to go first all morning, and he's come up this side trail here. And things have gotten a little bit interesting in the Troopie. He said it was a little bit of a pucker moment, as you can imagine. And I don't think it's super close to going over right now, but it's fully stuffed in the rear, and obviously the leaf's limiting the flex. And then in the front here, you can see the tyre is quite certainly off the ground. So they're just running out the winch cable right now. I'm on camera, they're on winch. And so he's gonna winch most of this just to make sure that it doesn't go over. But that's a good way to get a photo, that's for sure.
Hey, so I've been left unsupervised with the GoPro again, and I wanted to show you guys this sweet pineapple that we got. we went to these amazing fruit markets in Cairns, and it was Sunday at the end of the day, and so people were just selling their discounted fruit, trying to haggle for the lowest price, and this was 50 cents. I couldn't resist.
So you've just seen the guys before us try, and Jake with 35-inch mud terrains, he made it, but the guys over here, all terrains and 33-inch mud terrains, did not make it. So now Katie's gonna have a go in the Jeep. I don't know if the long wheelbase is gonna hurt us or help us, whether the rear is gonna hit the ground long before it has a chance of climbing. Let's find out what happens. Katie's gonna go low range, just in drive, front and rear locker, sway bars disconnected. I think we're gonna bottom out long before we get a chance to climb, but let's see what happens. So there we go, that's the results. Josh in the last Land Cruiser just made it through perfectly, 35 mud terrains. Jake made it through 35 mud terrains, and then all the failures back here, 33 all terrains, 33 mud terrains, 33 all terrains. And you could see they were using a lot of right foot, and there's no doubt about it, the belly of the Jeep was just flat on the ground then. I heard it hit, Katie could feel it, and then I could see the imprint in the mud. So ground clearance was a very big problem. There was a big imprint from the diff as well. But that's why we're out here, to have a go and have fun. Let's see what comes next. So what do the Land Cruiser owners think of the Jeep?
Bit of an upgrade.
So there we have it, guys. That is the end of the CREB Track here in Far North Queensland. Not only was that absolutely beautiful, it was pretty fun to get out there and go four-wheel driving with all those guys. And really great to see the Jeep compared to the Troopies. Really great to have Katie behind the wheel for so much of it, especially that tricky mud crossing with the winching. That was Katie's first time using a winch. She did really great. So we had a really good time on the CREB Track. I hope you had fun coming along on the journey. Now you see what the track is like. If you've ever thought about doing it, I highly recommend it. And I'm just here, I'm about to air up the tyres. You can see we got a bit of a new paint job on the front, and as well as that, we officially have a bit of a new paint job on the side. Since hanging out with Grizzly and Bear, I was a little bit jealous of their world map and where they've been everywhere in the world. And so I couldn't help myself, I replicated it and did the same thing. Really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks great. So that's it, that's the end of the CREB Track, but only the beginning of our time here in far North Queensland as we head up to the very northern tip of Australia. If you enjoyed this episode, do hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out too the channels and the Instagram of all of those crazy guys we were just traveling with. I'll throw links down in the description to all the different couples, all the different vehicles. If you want to see what adventures they are getting up to, you definitely should check them out. That's all down in the description of the video. Until next time, have fun out there, and maybe we'll bump into you on the road.